Good morning and happy Tuesday. Today's coffee is not brought to you by a coffee, but by a boiling chicken soup that I've been trying to finish for days. I'm so excited it's finally boiling. I'm going to put egg noodles in it, and I don't have cravings for food often, but I had to go to the dentist to get my new chaps put in, and I can't feel inside of my mouth, but I'm already starting to feel that part of my mouth's not happy. So I was like, okay, I have to make food. Like, I don't get hungry, but I do get I have to eat because I have to take an ibuprofen, and I don't take that on an empty stomach kind of thing. This chicken soup is starting to smell good, but I also have a lisp that is not my favorite thing happening. Hence the reason the late coffee with Anna. And I just dumped an entire bag of the frozen noodles in here without even taking into consideration, like, do I have enough liquid? So if I put too many noodles in here, then what? Just it, like, absorbs it all and becomes a pot pie? I don't know. Chicken and dumplings? Whatever. Soup's on. These noodles will be done in 20 minutes, so I can't walk away from this. So we're doing coffee from Anna while I'm literally trying to watch water boil. And because apparently the only thing in the world I want is carbs, I'm also having an air fryer pretzel. I don't know what brand it is, but man, when it's time to eat, it's like, we got any more than pretzels? Not only did I go to the dentist this morning, I completed my ultimate Christmas goal of, I told you how, Michael's. Like, I want gift cards so I can shop the 70-80% off. Oh my God, I might have to wait. But my goal was to secure the 4-foot male nutcracker and then the 3.5-foot female. I went and picked them up today. I'm obsessed. They have a couple more of the ladies left, but I don't think I want them unless they go on to like 80% off. Look at how cute those guys are. I saw those and they're $129 a piece, and my heart like died a little. I got them for $38 a piece. Like, oh, best deal ever. Couldn't be happier. We go to Halloween for Shane's birthday, we go to Michael's on Halloween for Shane's birthday, and for my birthday we wait until way after New Year's, and then we go shopping for Christmas stuff. Anyway, I got those go with the rest of the collection of the nutcrackers that I've been collecting to paint once our studio's ready. Looks like we're gonna be attacked by the sugar plum fairies. So I think that we're going to focus on painting the Halloween stuff before I get back into the Christmas spirit of things, right? I still have Christmas stuff to pack up, where I'm going to wait until it's like Christmas in July, and that feels exciting, and then I'm going to go nutcracker ham. I think I discouraged myself or like overwhelmed myself yesterday talking about writing this pattern or workshop or tutorial, whatever it is, but this methodology of being able to teach how to make these quilts. I was like, okay, I'm gonna voice to text and really use my AI assistant to be efficient. I was able to write almost 90% of the program yesterday, and it's not one class. It's like, okay, here's where you start. This is the next level. This is the next level. To be able to like, yesterday I was like, I didn't write one thing down, and I don't know. I have like 5 different modules now. That feels good. Because Mary proved the concept. Her Harley quilt was amazing, but this works to be able to teach somebody else how to do it on their home machine. I couldn't find a pattern. I couldn't find a tutorial that would teach me how to do this. So I'm going to teach people. All right, I think it's soup. Look. Like, I think that's it. I think I did it. I really wanted ramen. Okay, these egg noodles are going to be banger. I know it. I just don't want them to taste frozen, and I don't know why they're going to. Chicken and dumplings is exactly what it became. Hell yeah. All right. Oh my God, that's the hottest soup I've ever had. And I just realized that, like, not only can I not feel pain, I couldn't tell that it was hot. So it didn't start burning until it touched the back of my throat. Maybe give it 20 minutes before you put boiling hot things in your esophagus. Oh my God. I see how beautiful this life is. I see how beautiful this life is. I see how beautiful this life is. Morning. I don't have a coffee mug. Grayson had off for Martin Luther King on Monday, and then Tuesday, he kind of had a little bit of cough starting. Wednesday morning, woke up, and it's full blown in his lungs, croupy. Like, I'm not a person. I'm on med checklists and nebulizers and all that kind of stuff, and they already called e-learning for tomorrow, so that means this whole week was just kind of thrown in the garbage. I hate weeks like this. They're so triggering. Just reminds me of the last 5 years of trying, and he kept getting sick, where it's like he hasn't been this sick in a year, but I wish I could get my nervous system to stop crying about it because it's so fucking awful. And my mom died with respiratory issues, so just like sitting and listening to somebody cough over and over again is like, each cough is a bullet that gives me a panic attack. So it's like, okay, I hope we get through your sickness without me having a Xanax addiction, because I can't stop the panic attacks just because you're coughing, and I can't say that out loud. So it's just me doing this. Oh God. I don't know. Like like we have from the time that it starts, we have 48 hours, and he is in the holding pattern, and we're 24 hours in. I'm 24 hours in into meds. He's like 36 to 48 hours in. And we know historically that if we don't get ahead of this, a secondary infection comes in and takes him out. And I know that because last year he went through this, and then he immediately got COVID. And I went and looked at the timeline, and I was like, Shane, just him having this flare up right now means that I was working with doctors until March. So, and I'm supposed to have surgery in 3 weeks. So if this doesn't clear up immediately, I have to cancel. My anxiety won't let me schedule that appointment and surgery because I'm not emotionally regulated while it's taking bullets, and I don't know how to talk it out of it. I hate that it just has the ability to derail me so completely. It's like, I was finally going forward and everybody was healthy except me, unfortunately. And it's like, oh, wait, no. Oh, yeah, your immune system still does that. Cool. I'll cancel the surgery. Ugh, that's the worst case scenario. I just don't do well in this holding pattern. I've been through too much, and I just really want it to clear up quickly. I literally can't get my brain to do anything. It hacks my executive functioning so bad where I'm frozen, just waiting and watching, listening. Oh, come on, buddy. Come on. I can't get anything else done. I'm stuck. And like sometimes when my nervous energy does this, it's helpful for me to like clean something, but I can't when he's home because the dust triggers his airway even more. So it's like I'm literally stuck and I cannot do anything that makes me go forward. And it makes me feel like a rat in a cage. That's all I got today. I feel like a rat in a cage. I'll try again next week. God only knows what it's like for my husband to be married to somebody like me. Where I have been complaining, like, I can't get anything done and I don't know what I'm doing. And part of my emotional dysregulation is not that Grayson is sick. I also shattered my walking foot on my sewing machine when I was testing the limits and writing the class of how to do this. Shattered it. So I have 2 parts coming to replace it. So I can't be upstairs. I also have to monitor and listen to Grayson's cough, which is on the other side of the house. So he's like, what are you doing? And I'm like, well, I made zinnia garland that's been hanging outside right there. And I think I dried it so I could save the seeds. So I'm currently going through all of our seeds, and my brother-in-law brought me 1,000 HelloFresh jars. And so right now I'm trying to identify which ones they were because I just made garland because it was pretty, right? I have like big zinnia, reddish, purple zinnia. I said to him, I was like, listen, we know that all of our marigolds were banger and I saved so many of them. What if we put all of the marigold seeds in one big container and we just grow 1 million of them and we frame our entire property if we have too many? Tell me why that's a bad idea. He's like, I'm in. Great. It's below 0 outside. Can you move my greenhouse? And by the way, I wrote a book. I was like, well, it's not a book. It's kind of like a workbook journal where it, when people are like, Anna, how do you do so many, what's with the big projects? Like, what's going on over there? It's like, I wrote a workbook for people who want to know what their creative style is. Do you want to read it? And he's like, yeah. It's like, Anna, did you get nothing done? It's like, I didn't get what I wanted to get done. Do you know what the name of the workbook journal is? The name of it is Glitter on the Brain. He's on the 3rd unit, but he was like, I kind of want to do this workbook. And I was like, well, that's good news.
She doesn't need to shout her name. She's walking.
Hire a former theater kid. I don't care what your business is. It will go better if you hire a theater kid. You need somebody, it's true. You need somebody who can work on a deadline, you hire a theater kid. If you need somebody who can take over a job in a pinch and act like they've been doing it the whole time and do it on almost zero budget, you hire a theater kid. If you have a weird lump, you need to get checked out, you hire a doctor.
Good morning and happy Friday. Today's coffee is brought to you by the Emotional Support Coffee, which this mug was gifted to me by Carla, and it is much needed today, and I'm grateful for you. I'm standing in the studio and have no idea what to do next. I just know that I tried to rearrange things only to have to be reminded that there is still a cough at play and medical things and medicines that need to be paid attention to. So up here today is not how that's going to go until somebody else gets home. The good news is that Grayson's cough is not, it's not better. It's not the worst case scenario, but both of his lips are cracked open and just angry. Did I just spill about 4 gallons of water on the floor trying to refill the humidifier for Grayson so that he can breathe better? Sure did. And burn the French fries? Sure did. This is why I can't do anything but keep track of meds right now.
I will talk about autistic burnout since I'm going through right now in this slide. It's a phenomenon. You know, I didn't even hear the word burnout for autistic burnout until like 4 years ago. And autistic burnout is not anything near what the neurotypical burnout is. That's why it's called a phenomenon. There is really no one cause for it. It is simply the repercussions of trying to exist in a society not built for you, right? So it is technically a syndrome that includes chronic physical, cognitive, and emotional exhaustion. Last 2 days, I've napped. I took 3 different naps each day for about 2 hours each time. So I slept for 6 to 7 hours each day, while also getting 10 hours at night. So I was only awake for 4 hours each day, Saturday and Sunday. My whole body feels like it's pulsating, like I can feel the blood beating through my body.
I have a minute. Like, Grayson's doing okay, and he's not the sickest he's ever been by any means. But we know that it can progress. So I'm we're not progressing, like doing everything, but having to teach him. Okay, like, I was in the other room and I hear him just coughing again. And I'm like, oh God, it was getting better. And I go into his room and he's laying down horizontal, which he's not supposed to do when he's sick like this. And he's got his neck like over something. And I'm like, what are you doing? And he's like, what? And I'm like, are you trying to choke yourself out? Like, you have a very sensitive airway that is now triggered because you've been coughing. But, like, you're not in any sort of position that gives me any inclination that you actually are, like, aware that your body and lungs are spasming. It's like, can we have a little bit more self-awareness from that one? I was like, do we need to go back to talking about, like, this is not my avatar, this is your avatar, and if I shouldn't have to know from across the house. I was in the game room, bro. I had to go through 4 rooms to get to it, but it's Cheryl Wall. I was like, I wonder if, like, what is getting worse? It's like, can you be more aware? I shouldn't know this. You should be the first person to know what's going on with your avatar. Mom shouldn't have to come and tell you from 4 rooms away. Now, I'm very aware that when my mother was around, she was very much in charge of my avatar way longer than she ever should have been. Where, like, she knew immediately, like, how we doing? It's like, she could read me like a book. In general, he's doing okay. I'm doing the job of this. It's my only frustration. It's like, I tore apart upstairs again. But that's okay, because I found the correct sewing part that I needed, and I have actually 2 coming that I can try out on 2 different machines. Like, I just don't like physically stopping for a minute. Last night, the night before, Shane got me all of the jerseys, like my Sequoias jerseys, his Packer jerseys, my old Bears jersey, and I have an upcycle idea that's gonna blow my mind. But it's like, yes, I can't do those things. I have to finish the quilts. But we're at a pin, because I said to him, I was like, I can't finish these quilts without that. It would not only, I could do it, I could do it, but it's going to take me longer, and it could be the quality that I would want to teach a class at. So I'm going to teach people how to have patience and wait a minute. And in the meantime, wrote a workbook. I don't sit still, but I don't like having to not go. I've been on extra doses of steroids for 2 days. Pukiness started, so I think I beat my record of being able to get everything tidied up after it starts. Like, it only took me an hour and a half to get him and everything else cleaned. Studio's a nightmare mess. I think I accidentally just recorded for like 3 hours, time lapse, and I wasn't even in the room. Like, I can't pay attention to more than one thing. But for the documentation purposes of things, I did set up the other half of my website that I have been putting off for 2 years. So it's like, when I can't sit down and sew, Grayson and I also just did Biore face strips. Because in learning to care for our body, we're learning how to make sure all of it's okay. We don't do black hats. Or just in this realm of things at this age, if I'm still helping you wash your hair and making sure that you're doing everything that you need to do, we're going to make sure that we're learning. So I paid a lot of money to teach a lot of people, especially, and their children, how to maintain preteen skin. So this is your TED Talk. You ready to get in the shower? He did a great job, but I think that he proved that his patience and tolerance for that sort of skincare. I was like, okay, you ready for me to tear it off? And he looked at me like, and I was like, I mean, are you ready for me to look and see what sort of glorious things that are going to make your pores feel better that came out? Like, what do you, I don't know. I'm like, let's see what happened. And I was hoping that we weren't dealing with like a preteen situation that is signs of going to be difficult skin to navigate. I didn't have terrible skin, and I still don't, except for that guy right now. I've never had huge issues with acne, but so many of my girlfriends have, so many of my clients have, so many of their kids, like that skin condition kind of things. I mean, his lip is split open right here, and his upper lip is split, where it's like his dry skin and navigating it, that's the biggest difference between, is that his pores right now are so angry, and especially when he's blowing his nose, things like that. So it's like, just, I want him to be healthy, but like, we can't ignore the fact that the more we do this, the more our pores are going to get angry, and that will lead to things that I have had to take tests on to make sure that I could teach people how to make sure their pores are okay. It's like trying to tell them, like, I'm certified in this. I'm not, you're just your mom picking at your skin. It's like, okay. I was hoping the Biore would help, and it did 100%. But he's like, this is irritating my skin. And I said, is it irritating your skin, or are you irritated because it's on your skin? Because we have 3 more minutes left until it's dry, and if we peel it off, then we just have to start again right now. And he's like, Alexa set a timer for 3 minutes. It's like, okay, buddy. If anybody has I see it on TikTok when I'm trying not to be on TikTok, and it's the Korean face stuff that pulls the stuff out of your, like, I can teach him how to do that, and then him be able to see it. So it's like, if anybody uses that and it's not snake oil, and you let me know how that's working for you, and if I could have a squeezer sample to test to see if he likes it, because I would buy the whole kit, but I don't want to do that. I don't spend $80 on a face kit for him to, I don't like the smell of it, and then he never touches it. And if nobody has it, I will happily maybe order it for myself and test it out, and then we can all try it. I'll take one for the team. If somebody else is like, yeah, I've been dying to try to figure that out. It's like, I've never had really big issues with my skin, but if some of my friends are using that, let me know. Anyway, my internal mom time clock is telling me that I haven't been within earshot of that child in 15 minutes. And that means that, like, he's not going to puke back to back. If it's going to start, it's cyclical. It'll take at least an hour for his system to be overloaded and be like, oh no, it has to do with mucus production and sensitivity and whatever. But it's like, oh, my 15-minute timer went off where I have to go listen through the wall from 4 rooms away. I mean, I'm sitting in the game room, he's sitting in his room, there's respected privacy. But if I sit in the same room, it probably doesn't feel good to him, to where I'm staring at him like this. How you feeling? Better? Is better? Is it better? Is it better? Is it better? It makes me glitch. Where it's like, I text him, I was like, how you doing? He's like, I'm good, Mom. Okay. And I came up, started working on the website, and I was like, okay, I think that we're getting over the hump. I hear his footsteps, and I was like, what is it, Gray? I know what it was. He's like, I threw up. I was like, mm-hmm. Did you make it to the bathroom? No, I couldn't stop. It just came out. I was like, I've been asking you. You got to clear that stuff out. It sits in your stomach. It makes you throw up. Like, 10 years, buddy. We know what's happening. We got to get on top of it. Maybe no more laying down. And he was like, oh, I think that I was like ready for a shower. I was like, I think maybe no more laying down. Maybe a little bit of standing up and horizontal and getting those lungs working, because they're only just going to, I'm glad your lungs aren't filling up, but we're not going to do a lot of puking and dehydration part of this, because the steroids are not going to help that gag reflex or your emotional stability or mine. But it's not time. We're on the protocols, and it's going through. Like, we're hitting the benchmarks. This isn't our first time. Now you just have to learn how to do it. Like, okay, now you know. Okay, like, I'm not bringing the 5-gallon bucket up here because we're not at that level. Right? I was like, you got your garbage can, throw your tissues in there. You got the other one. Don't spit things in there, and do not let me walk in here and there's tissues everywhere. He's like, I know. It's like, okay, text me if you throw up. I don't know. I have to go listen because I don't want him walking through the house. This is why I don't ever get anything done. Shane texted me and is on his way home. Oh, what are you doing?
I'm gonna grab something to eat.
You're gonna grab something to eat?
Yeah.
Okay, your appetite. Do you have an appetite?
What?
I think we make a piece of toast.
Oh.
Okay.
All the small things.
What is the matter with you back there? You didn't want to be in the box. You crawled right up on my shoulder and wanted to snuggle. And now we're just screaming. Yeah, well. It's 8:30 on Monday morning, and Grayson just went to school, and God help me. I hope that he stays there and remains to continue to not get sicker. This is where the secondary illness comes in and bugs me for like 6 weeks. I am nervous about that, and my anxiety is palpable. I am taking whatever few minutes I have until the school calls to tell me he has a fever or something's wrong to get in the damn shower, because I'm a mess.